Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning, there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra, one that Embiid embraced. He said, "I think a lot about what I went through, how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me." Kevin, the process has turned out quite well.
Thank you, David. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Chris, you played only 2 seasons with Golden State, your first and your last. What was it like ending your career where you started?
Well, I tell you what, that's the reason why I went back to Golden State, was to retire there. I only played 9 games my last season, but I felt like it was full circle. It was completion. Being in front of those fans that gave me so much energy there at Oracle Arena, the ones that showed me so much love as a rookie. I mean, I couldn't even, my goatee didn't even connect in. I couldn't even grow hair on my face then, and to come back as an old man my last year, it was a blessing to see those same faces of people who supported me.
By the way, that is a sweet goatee you're wearing tonight. I just want to tell you.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. In the corner, it's Harris. From outside the arc, it's not going to go for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Horford, it's good on the putback.
Oh, you better put a body on Horford. I mean, when you don't, he's more than content to torch you like this.
We played just over a minute here in the first. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York.
He didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Brogdon against Simmons. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. Five to shoot. From the wing. Offensive rebound. Back to Brogdon. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
He kicks it to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Oh, this is the confidence the big man Embiid brings to the table. No hesitation shooting off the pass.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Simmons against Brogdon. Pass to Turner. Oladipo right side. Here's Sampson, guarded by Harris. Sampson, the pass to Oladipo. No good on the three. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Sampson. Richardson covering. Sampson kicks to Brogdon. And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here we go with... Oh, wow!
Nice! The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Brogdon. Ball's knocked loose. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The 76ers leading. Harris outside. Simmons with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And staying with the play, Harris.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work in getting after it on the glass.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. There's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. They still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Philadelphia, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Indiana, 7.5 games behind.
And for Philadelphia, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Oh, come on, Jay. You know that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Sampson pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Pacers trail by 6. Now here's Brogdon. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. Turner finds Oladipo. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now Simmons passes it to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Fade away. And the 76ers get it back. Horford the pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a chance to check out the stats for Richardson. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 3rd in three-point shooting and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Sabonis inside, working on Horford.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Free throw good. Sabonis. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
He's perfect from the line this time. The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Here's Horford. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Oladipo against Richardson. Nifty move. Oladipo misses.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Here's Horford. Pacers with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Richardson the pass to Horford. Horford double team. Kicks it to Embiid. Over Oladipo. And Embiid the bucket on the assist by Horford. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What amazing strength. Look, I love how Embiid fights his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 4. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. T.J. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Lamb. 8 points his last outing. Indiana moving the ball around. Now here's McConnell. Guarded by Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. And McConnell gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Simmons. And there's the feed to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
McConnell with it. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Warren. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers leading by 4. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And here is Lamb. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Now the 76ers on the break. Richardson's running, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pacers trail by 8. Here's McConnell. He can't get that one. The 76ers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Richardson kicks to Simmons. Right at the free throw line. Richardson dishes to Horford. And he gets the bucket. Horford's got his second basket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Timeout called the Pacers. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense. And Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. The 76ers in second.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now, here's McConnell. The pass to McDermott. The dish to Warren. 6 to shoot. That misses off the backboard.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Thibault over Lamb, and that one's good. Thibault. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Warren. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Scott with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And it's the Pacers with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely to the inside.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Puts up a 3. Here's O'Quinn, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity.
Take a break. Take a break.
But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Here's Simmons following the score by Indiana and stolen by McConnell. Outside, Lamb. To the paint, here's McDermott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for McDermott. And McDermott drops them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Passes it to Thibault. Now here is Horford. Tight defense on him. Down low. Oh, that's blocked.
Oh, the length of Lamb. That is coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
Jonah Bolden's checked in for the 76ers. Trey Burke comes in for Simmons. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. For Indiana, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That's good from McConnell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Burke. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. He had stolen by Lamb. Lays it in off the breakaway.
He's a rangy strider, but Lamb able to beat the defense up the court and finish the play.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Thibault. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Clearly a foul.
For Philadelphia, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
On the court for Indiana, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Warren is out there with McDermott, and it's Leaf in at the 5 spot.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk, the Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, two of the best shooters I played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Inside. Now the pass to Bolden. Shoots over McDermott. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
McConnell passes to Leaf. Back to McConnell. Pass to Warren. Clock at 6. The baseline J. Scott pulls it in.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Burke kicks to O'Quinn. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Here's Leaf. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Turner.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And the first one at the line is good. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Oladipo comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Burke with it. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Scott. Knocks down the 3 ball. Scott's got 5.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Brogdon kicks to Leaf. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Leaf's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Thibault. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. A nice shot by Embiid.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 8-point game. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Now, here's Brogdon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 4. Off the left rim and out.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
McDermott with a steal. In the corner, it's Brogdon. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Brogdon. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Oladipo draws the double. Outside Turner. Back to Oladipo. Lets it go from 14. Indiana again missing. The 76ers leading by 8. And here's Harris from the arc. Kept alive.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now, here's Brogdon. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Richardson against Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Up top, Burke. He's guarded by Brogdon. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
This speaks to the assertiveness of Harris. Look, shots like this demonstrate how effective he can be.
Pacers trail by 12. Passes it to Sabonis. And there's the pass to Brogdon. He's off on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Unloads from 9. They get the rebound. Harris passes to Embiid. He goes up again. Harris, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Oladipo with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. Oladipo misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Holden's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Brogdon, the teardrop falls in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Brogdon. Back to Burke. And it's blocked. Here's Sampson, guarded by Harris. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Sampson. The 76ers are gone, 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. Harris passes to Embiid. Richardson for 3. Sabonis grabs the board. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Pacers. Here's Sampson. Burke covering. Sampson's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 10. It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford is checked in for Bolden, and Simmons subbed in for Burke. Pass to Sampson. There's the lob to Oladipo, and stolen by Richardson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here's Oladipo, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. And got burned for it.
Here's Simmons. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Simmons got his second bucket tonight.
And this is what you want to see from Simmons. I mean, you want to see him drain the ball in the in-between spots. It only makes him more confident.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Horford. And it's off the back rim. No good. Philadelphia leading by 10. Feeds to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Here's Brogdon. Oladipo outside. The three. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
That one is off. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Then for the Pacers, Warren's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers leading by 12 to the middle. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Warren. Indiana again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
McConnell scanning the floor. Floats one. Sabonis kicks to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6. Richardson outside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's McConnell. 8 points his last outing. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Warren. 1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. I mean, a whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Down low, O'Quinn. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. O'Quinn's got 5 now.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pacers trail by 14. Here's McConnell. That shot off. Simmons with the defensive effort. The pass to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
With a huge frame and outstanding wingspan, there's no surprise to see Horford throw it down.
1:09 left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's McConnell. Guarded by Simmons. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The confidence of Simmons, a quick thinker who isn't afraid to go after steals and start the break.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
And that's going to be a treble.
And when you look at the totals, they are losing the turnover battle, and it's a big part of why they're trailing.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. The 76ers leading by 18. Simmons looking around. Pass to Horford. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Warren following the basket by Al Horford. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Warren. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points. Points that helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Philadelphia leading by 20. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now Horford. Outside, Simmons. 4 on the clock. Horford the pass to Richardson. Over Oladipo. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 9 points for Josh Richardson. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Brogdon. Here's the teardrop.
The stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And here are the Pacers now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. 5 on the clock. And here's Brogdon from the arc.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down. Now, I'm not really sure I've ever seen a center who could play bully ball in the paint, then step out and hit the three, then give you the handles in the mix like Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Boogie Cousins are really the only two that come to mind.
And even though Embiid has that deep range, he prefers to throw his weight around inside.
And he should, Kevin. And at times, a lack of spacing has forced him to step outside. I mean, he's as gifted as you can get on that block. I mean, you got to get him the ball down there with space to work.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Brogdon the pass to Turner. He kicks to Oladipo. Over Richardson. Sabonis trying to get open. Indiana again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Richardson outside. Back to Simmons. It's Richardson on the wing. They get it again. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Very difficult to deal with inside. I mean, once Embiid gets the positioning he wants, you almost have to foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Embiid. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 17 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now, here's Oladipo. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Unloads. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
To the paint, Turner with the steal. Here's Brogdon. To the inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. 6 points for Miles Turner.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
With a step back, the 76ers again can't hit it. For Indiana, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Sampson kicks to Brogdon. And stolen by Richardson. Passes to Horford. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And then Simmons slams it in.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
The Pacers shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Horford against Sabonis. He dishes it to Oladipo. And stolen by Richardson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Oh!
Nice. Oh, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defenses.
Simmons gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Brogdon. Softly drops in the floater. Brogdon's got 6.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Simmons against Brogdon. Simmons passes to Harris. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Burks is checked in. Embiid against Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid dishes to Simmons. No good from outside. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Sampson kicks to Brogdon. Oladipo outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Oladipo against Simmons. Baseline try. Here's Harris. The pass to Embiid. Sabonis with the steal. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. In Indiana with the change here too. Warren's checked in. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon outside. to Oladipo. From deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Oladipo outside. Brogdon outside. Indiana again missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Harris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got 10.
I like it when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Pacers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Brogdon against Simmons. Here's Sampson. Pass to Warren. It's stolen by Harris. Embiid against Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Ben Simmons, number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
It's what makes them such a potent offensive presence. On nights when he gets hot, there's no way to guard him.
And he makes the first. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. T.J. Leaves checked in for Turner. McDermott comes in for Jakar Sampson. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Embiid drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Indiana shooting just 31% in the game. Bounce pass from McConnell. Leaf passes to Lamb. Pass to Leaf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lamb kicks to McConnell. The 3. Indiana again missing. The 76ers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And Embiid throws it down.
Proving once again how dominant he is. I mean, once Embiid gets rolling, it's like an avalanche.
Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Lamb. Now McConnell. Back to Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't bank that one in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Simmons. He's got 12, and Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Simmons passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
This is what you love to see. Simmons so superb at sharing the ball and getting his guys involved.
McConnell with it. He's got 6. And the pass to Warren. Baseline J on the way. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
O'Quinn, the pass to Simmons. Embiid with it. Kicks it to O'Quinn, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Jonah Bolden's checked in for Embiid. And Indiana shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Lamb. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Simmons. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got his 3rd basket of the night. We've got 1:48 left in the 3rd. Up top, Simmons. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Thibault. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
McConnell passes to Leaf, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at some numbers for Simmons. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's getting around 20 points per, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
The free throw drops for Leaf. So he gets them both. 1:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Now here's Lamb. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's McConnell. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Passes it to Thibault. Dishes it to Scott. 4 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. The shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Outside, Simmons. Right wing. Here's Bolden. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pacers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got McDermott, and it's Holiday in at point. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Now the pass to Scott. Shoots from 8. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Scott's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Neto. Pass to Ennis. Here's Thibault. Right side, Scott. Pass to Thibault. Here's Neto, guarded by Holiday. Neto, and that's good. Neto's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Holiday, the pass to Leaf. That's tipped. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Second free throw, no good. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. 8 feet away. Bolden, good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes to Leaf. Here's Burke. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And that one falls for Burke.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
The Pacers shooting just 31% in the game. The pass to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Holiday looking for an opening. Clock at 6. Pass to Leaf. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. That one's off, still out of sync. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
And so he makes both from the line. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Holiday. Pass to Holiday. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. And there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. And here are the Pacers now. Passes it to Leaf. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Holiday goes in. Basket good. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You got to let me say that. And if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Here's Burke following the score by Indiana. To the wing right side. There's the pass to Horford. The tray. A rebound by Bitadze. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Right side Holiday with the fadeaway. And he overshot that one, missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 3. From deep. That shot no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Neto, guarded by Holiday. Horford kicks to Neto. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now Holiday. Pass to Bitadze. Outside Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food than being able to go out and play.
I bet. Here's Neto. Passes it to Bolden. An even 3-on-3 break. That's good from Holiday on the assist by McDermott. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
With length and athleticism, Holiday converts on the difficult drive.
Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Neto surveying the floor. Kicks it to Horford. Shoots a fader. Pacers with the rebound. Right side Holiday. Leaf. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Well, you like seeing Holiday get his guys involved. His coaches love when he's being unselfish.
Now the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Neto. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Snoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
McDermott can't get it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Al Horford. And it's Ennis in for Trey Burke. Now the Pacers with it. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Down low. Cuts off the pass. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Not going to go that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Pass to Leaf. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. And here's Ennis. Pass to Bolden. It's Korkmaz in the corner. 5 to shoot. They shoot again, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely, and that one drops.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Korkmaz. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Scott against Holiday. There's Bitadze. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He misses the free throw. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Korkmaz. The pass to Scott. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leaf's got his 4th rebound in this one. McDermott passes to Johnson. Count the basket.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Pass to Ennis. Left side, Scott. The shot. That one wide left. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 13-5 run.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's Scott. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.